I think gay life is very shrill. It's a pity it's got that way. It was all right in the middle when it got to be open, but not loud nowadays. Wherever the gay people are, there's trouble. The real people in England used to say to me, "What do the queers want now?" Because they thought they'd done so much for us. And I thought so too. But the gay people look round, and if they see anything they've been denied, they want it, whether it's any use or not. Asterisk, gay author Quentin to Atlanta's Southern Voice. We were finally rolling around on the floor when he said, "Hang on," and he produced a little black leather case that had RH embossed on it in gold, and he unzipped it and pulled out his poppers. He had a personalized Rock Hudson popper case, and I completely lost my heart on. I was so overwhelmed at the notion that I was about to go to bed with Rock Hudson, not to mention the fact that I'd just seen the baby's arm hanging between his legs. Author Armistead Maupin on his first sexual encounter with Rock Hudson in the new biography by Patrick Gale.
Being openly gay in public life is itself a political statement. It's relevant to changing laws, because half the reason the laws haven't been changed is the public at large isn't aware that gay people exist, because we've been encouraged for so long to stay in the closet and be quiet about ourselves and not to cause a fuss. Actor Lan McKellen to the Sydney Morning Herald. One of the earliest and most trenchant intimations I had of my own homosexuality came while watching Tom Cruise in the 1983 comedy Risky Business. I say this with a certain amount of embarrassment, because who, after all, wants to admit to being aroused at the sight of a barely post-pubescent himself movie star dancing in his snug white cotton underwear? Writer Christopher Kelly in Salon Magazine. Gay culture took straight society's ideal of gay culture as unnatural and unhealthy, and they turned it on its head. Neither of these things are true. A lot of queer discourse is really just in-your-face queer. We're not going to apologize for it. We're going to celebrate it. Enough celebration. It certainly doesn't make for good art. It makes for third-rate propaganda. It makes for a kind of hedonism and consumerism. Author Mark Simpson to the New York Blade News. Believe it or not, it was about when I was 6 years old. I remember looking at cowboys and Indians on television. Back in the 50s, the Indians were all muscled-up Hollywood actors, and they all wore little G-strings with flaps in the front and back. All I wanted to do was lift the flaps. I have never forgotten this moment. Gay porn star Cole Tucker on When He Knew He Was Gay to Family and Friends magazine.